Brazil's fortunes continue to rise, just recently becoming the world's sixth largest economy. But what challenges do you see on the horizon?
Well, basically, what we have been seeing in Brazil, it hasn't started now. It's a process that we've been living and experiencing at least for the past 5 years. And my take is that the economy will continue to grow. In terms of the economy itself, we have been seeing a very stable environment. It's a very stable political environment as well. In the past, we used to be very worried about upcoming elections, which they'll happen every 4 years presidential and every 4 years for the municipalities and the states. And today we're seeing also a very strong political stability. So that, I think, will continue to happen and will take the country to grow even further. We think that Brazil, that has recently become the sixth economy, could soon, and by soon I mean probably over the next 2 or 3 years, become the fifth economy.
Given that background, what approach do you think Brazil's central bank should be taking?
Well, they're doing their job very well. They are very close monitoring the economy. We have been seeing them executing very well on interest rates. We're now with the base rate at 9 3/4. We expect this to go as low as 9 before the next steps in the near future. And we have seen when it was needed due to monetary policy. For instance, we had inflation pressures a year ago, and it made rates going higher. So they're doing a very good job in working very close to monetary policy.
Brazil is, of course, Latin America's biggest equity market. Who's investing at the moment?
Everyone is investing at the moment. I have been seeing growing interest from the usual foreign players, which are, of course, the Americans and the Europeans. But now we have been seeing a lot of Asian, Middle Eastern, and people from everywhere that are investors looking Brazil and seeing Brazil as an important place to be invested in.
So there's still potential for future growth in the Brazilian equities market?
Oh, by all means, by all means. I think we are just starting to see the beginning of a growth. And I don't think it's a bubble. I think it's a sustainable growth. As more and more people are looking to Brazil as a healthy and important choice, I see those markets increasing even more.
How would you summarize ICAP Brazil's vision for the near future?
We are very closely watching the changes in Brazil, and we've been working with that. And we continue to see growth in the country, and we are preparing ourselves to experience more growth in the country that will reflect directly on our business.
Well, indeed, you've guided ICAP's great run in Brazil. What lessons would you take from your years in charge?
Well, very important that despite the fact that ICAP is the biggest broker in the world, when you go to Brazil, whoever you are, it doesn't matter how big or how important you are in the financial community, you have to be very humble. People in Brazil are very smart. The locals know very well what they're doing, and everybody is very well prepared. So once you get into Brazil, you play with the locals and as the locals, and it doesn't matter how big or how important you are in the financial community elsewhere, you have to be big and important in the local financial community.
Alan Gandelman, thank you very much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.